Welcome to the Dune Vulpine podcast where we cover everything from kickoffs to greatest to body slams. New episodes every Monday and Thursday. Today's episode I'll be rating 2025 movies out of 10 based on acting, hype, and storytelling. I will also talk about Algeria qualifying to the World Cup 2026 in America. So the first movie I want to talk about is The Lost Bus. This one is based on a true story of the 2018 campfire in California where bus driver Kevin McKay and teacher Melly Ludwig evacuate 22 children through flames. Um, delivers intense disaster sequences and real stakes. I really like the acting. Also, Matthew McConaughey is like one of my favorite actors, and I gave this movie 7.5 out of 10. The second movie is Play Dirty. You've got strong cast and some stylish accents. Shane Blakeley's too hard into banter and swagger through parts feel hollow or rushed, but I also like Mark Wahlberg. This was like comedy type action movie, and I gave it 7 out of 10. Now this movie though, Superman, I was really disappointed with it. Like I'm not a Superman fan, and even the superhero himself, like I never had connection with growing up with a Superman fan or like liking him. So, but this one, like the trailer, the people talking, all the hype, and when I watched the movie, like I forgot about it already. Some moments shine, like visuals, hero beats, but too many feel flat or forced. It was average for me, so I gave it 5 out of 10. Now this one, spoiler, is my favorite movie of the year, Naked Gun. This reboot surprised me. They lean fully into the absurd, and for the most part it works. Like, I think we are coming back, or going back to edgy comedy, because the last 5 years, 6 years has been woke. But Liam Neeson, like, he was such a good actor, the perfect fit for this movie. Like, I've always known the guy as an action movie, but he really surprised me with his comedy acting. And I gave this movie 9 out of 10. It's the highest movie rating I gave for this 2025 movies. It is my favorite movie this year. One of my favorite movies already, like I'm gonna watch it back. Sinners, there was also like a lot of people talking about it, oh, movie of the year and so on. It wasn't disappointed, it was good. I still liked it. I mean, I gave it 7.5 out of 10. Strong performances, compelling conflicts, emotional stakes. But like, I'm tired of the zombies, vampires. Like, can we do something new? For the Fantastic Four first steps, not much to praise. Feel like a setup with a tepid payoff. The best Fantastic Four movie is the original one with Chris Evans. Like, that's the best one. Visuals are okay, but tone and story struggle to find consistency, so I give it a 5 out of 10. But the biggest disappointment of the year goes to Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I grew up watching this movie when I was a kid, and I like all the series of this movie. I like this franchise. But this felt bloated. The action set pieces try hard. They aren't enough to cover the gaps in plot. This was the worst movie for me. I know there are a lot of worse movies, but I'm talking about the ones that I watched and I gave my time to. So Mission Impossible, you get 4.5 out of 10. And it's terrible. Like, since this is the last movie ever, it was terrible. Nobody to solid sequel, gives you what you want. Action, great fun, without overthinking it. Doesn't surprise me as much as the first, because the first one was always better, but sequels, they tend to disappoint you, but still good though. Like, I gave it 7 out of 10. Thunderbolts. I don't know what's going on with MCU. What's happening since Endgame? What's going on there? You need some writers? Because some critics say, oh, it's a good movie, and some say it's not. But for me, it's just an average movie. Like I can, if I want to think about it right now and remember some scenes, I forgot about it. Like there's nothing sticking to my mind. So I give it a 5 out of 10. Like I'm not gonna ever watch it again. Materialists. Oh, Dakota Johnson, one of the worst actors, but kind of surprised me because it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So I was kind of surprised. It was kind of not bad, not amazing. But Chris Evans is like one of my favorite actors, so could have used tighter direction, but it works enough for what trying to do. I give it 6 out of 10. Jurassic World Rebirth. Decent visuals, spectacle, and some consider it the best Jurassic World entry so far. Now for me, I also give it 6 out of 10. It leans heavily on nostalgia and character depth, rather than character depth, but it delivers what people want. Dinosaur movie, big set pieces, and tension and visuals, but nothing really that amazing. Black Bag was a really good movie actually. It's kind of thriller energy, keeps you engaged. No groundbreaking, but it's not boring either. I mean, if you are bored one day, you can, if you want to put some thriller action type of stuff movie, you can put Black Bag on TV. So I think it's 6.5 out of 10. Highest to lowest, starring my favorite actor of all time, Denzel Washington. Some strong sees an idea, but overall it's not. It's not one of the best of Denzel Washington movies. The highs are good, but the low are also really low. So I give it 5.9. It's like close to 6, but also close to 5.5. So it's like on that average to fine movie. Nothing to praise about, nothing to complain about. Karate Kid or Legends actually surprised me. This one, I was like expecting such a good movie, but I think I might like it more than the previous one with Jaden Smith because I kinda left this movie having a crush on that girl. I forget her name, but I remember the face. I mean, it leans on nostalgia, familiarity, but when it hits right. Like all these movies are the same. The Karate Kid, and all the series that I always forget about. Like we know what's gonna happen. The good guy will always win in the end. But if you grow up watching with the originals like I did, it understand what fans want. So I give it 7 out of 10. The Amateur. It's a hidden gem. Lean, clean, with emotional beats, no flashy, good action movie. I give it 7.5 out of 10. Happy Gilmore. I was kind of disappointed with it because I think the first one is one of the best comedy movies of all time. So to wait 20 plus years for it or whatever it was, I don't know, maybe even longer, 26 maybe. Adam Sandler, amazing actor, but it wasn't like nowhere near the first one. And of course you can't redo like the first one. But like if you wait that long and you give me a sequel like that, I'm not gonna rate it highly. So chaotic, fun, small doses, some jokes, some don't like really hit or land. So you wanna put like if you are bored and you wanna watch like a comedy movie, you're gonna watch Happy Gilmore. More so the first one, the original one. But I gave it 6.8 out of 10. Final Destination Bloodlines. Decent horror, suspense plays, doesn't really hit like the first one or something, but it delivers the usual thrills. But give it 6 out of 10. Novocaine, Dark humor plus mystery blend keeps you enough intrigued to stay interesting. So I give it 7 out of 10. Splitsville or Splitsville, whatever you want to say. Also Dakota Johnson in this movie. Pretty middle of the road, to be honest with you. Nothing wrong, but nothing memorable. But just people being swiping wives and having sex. Nothing really amazing. I know it's like dark comedy or whatever, but it really didn't land with me as much as I was expecting. It's like average movie. I gave it 5 out of 10. A working man, Jason Statham movie, one of the worst movies of him, to be honest. I gave it 5 out of 10. So average, nothing to talk about. I already forget some scenes. Like I don't think I even finished it. Heads of States, starring John Cena and Jess Alba. I mean, the chemistry between them was good. It was fun. Plot is obvious. Twists come a mile away. So I give it 6.4 out of 10. They counted two strong lead performances, tight pacing in many parts. It doesn't break new ground, but it's solid. It's like the first one. Like they are like kind of similar. So I give it 7 out of 10. Havoc has great intention. Through cliches seeps in towards a goal like of dark action dramas. I give it 6 out of 10. Dick Copper, however, I really like this movie actually. It's a fun concept, improv teachers forced into serious undercover cops. It's like improv actors actually. One was a teacher of improv acting, one was working in a company, I think, and the other, I really don't know what he was doing, but it leads to actually absurdity and it works more than it doesn't. It's like clever and good popcorn with a substance kind of film. So I give it 7 out of 10. The map that leads to you. I'm not really, I don't really watch a lot of romantic movies. If I'm gonna watch a romantic movie, I want some comedy with it. So rom-com. But actually, this one was good. Nice emotional core, good moments. Stories are always surprise, but it's pleasant enough. It was fine for what it was, so I give it 6.5 out of 10. Captain America. Again, what's going on with you, Marvel? What's going on with you? I have nothing to say about this movie. I have nothing to say. Actually, I said Mission Impossible was the worst movie. Probably this one take the first place for the worst movie of the year for me. 4 out of 10. Drop, simple, effective, delivers in the moment even if it doesn't push boundaries. I like the suspense. I like the intense movie. So I give it 7 out of 10. Mike's 40 actually didn't finish this movie. It was visually nice, but the story lacks a bit. Feels like a missed potential, so I give it 5 out of 10. I mean, if me, someone who watch and I'm really finish movies, so if I don't finish a movie, that means I don't like it. Fountains of Youth, interesting concept. Moment sharp, but I never really fully gelled, so I give it 5.9 out of 10. Fly Risk, Mark Wahlberg again. Starts strong, then kinda loses momentum. Tension dips as the plots move on, so I gave it 5.5 out of 10. Guns Up, I gave it 5 out of 10. Standard action fair, satisfying parts, but forgettable overall. The Pickup, Eddie Murphy, strong setup, weaker follow through. Some compelling scenes, kind of, it was like, I have never watched it again, but for what it was actually fine, so I give it 5.8 out of 10. Den of Thieves Pantera, I give it 6 out of 10. Good action, okay story, does what it needs, doesn't overreach. Back in action, again I give it 6 out of 10. light, fun, predictable, not deep, but serviceable when you want no heavy thinking. Mountainhead. I found this movie boring. Not bad, not good, just boring. It was going for long. If anything, it was a long movie, but I just felt it like it was long, slow, sluggish in parts, has moments, but too many lows to ignore, so I gave it 5 out of 10. Neighborhood Watch, I gave it 6 out of 10. Easy to watch, few laughs, no surprises, but enjoyable for a chill pick. 6.5 for it, so yeah. I think there are some movies I haven't watched yet, so I'm gonna give them a go. But to finish this episode, I'm gonna speak about Algeria qualifying the World Cup. I mean, finally, it's been forever since 2014. Oh my god, it's almost 12 years now. But yeah, thank God we qualified. At least we're gonna play in the World Cup. I mean, when I look at that team, are we gonna do anything in the World Cup? Probably not. Are we gonna win a game? Probably not. When I look at the players that we have and other teams, I mean, we'd be lucky enough to qualify for the quarterfinal or the semi-final or get off the group stage in the AFCON. But someone will pray, some will hope. But yeah, it's just good that we are in the World Cup again. In my lifetime, I've seen the 2010 World Cup. I've seen 2014 World Cup. So it's nice to see another one. It would be nice to see another win for the AFCON actually, because I've already seen once 2019. But yeah, I mean we have players that have been here for 10, 13, 14 years already, and they're in their 30s to mid 30s. Like we need some new players, we need some talented players, but we don't have that. We only have players who play in Qatar or Saudi. We don't have a lot of players that play in the big teams like Morocco have, or Egypt, or Nigeria, or Senegal. Like these teams are way, way better than us, way better than us, and they are in Africa as well. So imagine if you go and play Argentina in the World Cup, or England, or even Mexico, Canada. These teams are way, way better than us, and we need to start play better. We need to start have talented players coming through our system. It's such a shame that our country, like football, is like our first sport. We grow up watching it, playing it in the streets or wherever. It's such a shame that we don't have a really good team like the others. But it's good that we are in the World Cup. Am I expecting anything? No. I mean, it would be nice to have another win in the World Cup, but you never know because these players might turn up against the big boys. They always like lose against the smaller teams, but trust me, they turn up against the big boys and they will give it a go. But yeah, hopefully AFCON. I'm not expecting much that the AFCON, but hopefully qualify to quarterfinal, try semi-final. Who knows? We might even win it. But the World Cup, we see you in 2026, hopefully. So thank you for listening. New episodes Thursday, so take care.